In today's video, we will show you how we moved our pantry shelves to our bedroom closet to utilize the space better in both rooms. Welcome to our Harmony home.
This is our pantry project. If you can see this, behind these two doors, actually just walls of the pantry insert, is wasted space. A whole bunch of it, like a third of the pantry. So what we're going to do is, oh, that's a fixed one. Kick out these shelves and take down these big boxes, which are attached just with screws up here in the corners. And there's the, feels plastic, probably has metal in the middle. The railing, all this pantry box is hanging on. And it looks like I also have some, screws I can get to take the whole box apart. Otherwise I have to drop the box, and I was going to put one of our boxes of towels or something underneath to catch it. Anyway, once we get these out, all these shelves, I'll show you. They don't come out easy, which is a good thing. Means they're tight. But we'll take these shelves and we'll put them somewhere else, depending on, probably in the master closet if they fit, and they'll fit somewhere along that wall. Then we'll put shelves in here and against the wall, we'll be able to use the entire pantry. So that's the project. And we have to get these out first to measure, then we measure. Don't have a saw, it's somewhere in storage, but I'm gonna measure very carefully each shelf and then have Lowe's cut them to fit. And you have to do each shelf because you never know if the walls are plumb, or each shelf will have its own unique cut, no doubt. Anyway, that's how we're getting started. Dismantling, taking them apart. Next time we turn the camera on, it should all be ready for new shelves.
Hey everybody, so we are back working on this project. The first thing that we did was we took the shelving down out of the pantry, and then we came back into the master bedroom closet and we took the shelving down out of the closet. This required us to undrill the shelving unit itself from the holding brackets. Then we had to carefully lower it down to the ground and remove this metal shelving bracket from the wall. We moved this metal shelving bracket over closer to the right side of the closet and re-screwed the drill holes back into the wall. Now Dawn is replacing the plastic piece that goes over the top. It's somewhat for decorative looks, but it's also the part of the bracket where the shelf will hang. And so you can see he was able to just slide that in. So we have that exact same piece here in the pantry. This was a little bit trickier for us to get down because he couldn't just slide it off. It was either going to hit one of the walls or the back part of the pantry, and it was also tucked underneath the second shelving unit that was in that pantry. And so we had to use a couple of different tools in order to try and figure out which one was skinny enough that it would fit underneath that plastic so that he could lift it up and get it off. So now he is just using the drill to take the screws out of the metal hanging bar so that we can move this part into the master bedroom and then be able to hang both of the shelving units. So we wanted to make sure that both of these shelving units were level with one another. That was very important. We realized that we couldn't just rely on just trying to match end to end, but rather just double checking that the shelves would actually be level when we were finished. And so we went to the garage, we got out our level, and so Don is just double checking his markings that he had already made on the wall just to make sure that before we start putting more holes into our wall, that they will all be perfectly level and that they will match up just great with the shelving unit that we already have.
Should have been.
Oh no, we gotta take that screw out first.
Yeah, well, I can put this up like this. Okay. Now, the pin.
You just need another screw?
I need the pin. Actually, we need to drill holes.
Oh, duh.
Hole after we get off the insulation. Right in this dot.
So after he drilled the pilot holes, we needed to add some anchors into the wall since these screws would be going directly into drywall. And so we bought these plastic anchors where you just slide them into the hole. As far as they need to go, you slide a little metal pin down to make it tight, and then you break the end off that you don't need right out of the wall, and then the anchor is perfectly secured inside those pilot holes. So the next thing that he did was to add the screws back into the spaces where we had just put pilot holes to secure the second bracket to the wall, and then screw the end piece there together where those two overlapping pieces were drilled directly together. We decided that we couldn't overlap the plastic part, so we had to go out into the garage and try to find some tools, which is really fun when you have boxes everywhere and you don't really know where your tools are. But thankfully we were able to find the set square, and we had purchased this hacksaw in order to get a table into the house. That is a totally other story. But we at least had those two things, and we have no table in our garage either, of course. So we just used the stairs, which worked out just great. And he was able to saw this last little end piece off in order for us to put the plastic pieces end to end rather than attempt to overlap them and then not have our shelves hang safely onto the wall.
You know. That was not the way on. Now it is. Okay. Yeah, I see. Hanging out. You were hanging out there. Okay.
The next part of our project is to actually hang the shelves using this piece to go over the plastic that we had just installed. After they are hung over the plastic part, you can screw in the brackets all the way to the wall and make sure that they are level. Once both of the shelves are completely level and you feel like they're ready to go, then all you have to do is put the plastic piece back over the top of the metal that you saw in the picture so that you don't see that once the shelves are on the wall. Thanks so much for watching our latest video. Don't forget to like and subscribe.